I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
There we go. Hey Sharon T. Tina Bobina. I'm Taylor, Jackie, Lil Dev, Eve, Jenny, Angie's Life, High Priestess. Let me pull my chat up here. Hi Miss Christine. Hey Lucia. Alright. Jackie, Jack, Chris, Mimsy. Hey everyone. Hello again. What is everyone up to tonight? We're going to give it a couple minutes before we get into anything serious. Hey Rosie. Hi Renda. Good to see y'all. I'll turn my camera back on, don't worry. Hi Diana. Tonight, was there really high diving horses? Yeah. Shira. Better get me a sit. No! Oh shit. Hey Mandy. I do not have slow chat on right now. We should be fine, I think. I'm not sure. One second. I dropped all my shit. Well, darn it. Okay, there we go. Ah, okay. Well, I did that. Anonymous, grateful, lolly. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so hold on. Happy Hippie, hello, Kay Shelton, welcome, Lady Lolo, welcome, welcome, welcome. I dropped, my stuff on the floor. Okay, while I do this, I'm gonna pull up. Now we've been going over this a bit, but I'm going to replay again. Okay, 1 second. Let me get my earbuds. Okay, share screen. So, a bunch of people have reached out to me in email, Facebook messages, text messages, and every which way you can get a hold of me. You've been getting a hold of me. Thank you for sharing the TikTok. We're trying to get to enough people over there so we can do lives over there as well. Thanks, Miss Christine. Good to see you, by the way.
photo of Summer Wells, what she would look like now, as I welcome in our News Nation reporter from that area of the country, Johnson City, Tennessee, Ansley Daniel. She's been on this
Oh, she's
case
a
since
News
the
Nation
beginning.
reporter?
Ansley, thank you for being here. As we look at this age progression of what Summer would look like now 2 years later, what impression are you getting from law enforcement as to why they're releasing this now, the timing of this new photo?
So the last time I spoke to TBI was via email. They are not doing any updates this year. They held a press conference last year on the 1-year anniversary. However, they did tell us that Summer would not have been eligible for an age progression photo until she had been missing for 2 years. This is through the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They have a team of forensic artists. I actually spoke with someone from that organization yesterday. And
so again, she had to be missing for 2 years. That's their protocol, I believe, for the children that are part of an Amber Alert. It's 2 years before they are eligible for the age progression. Now, it's my opinion that that would look nothing like Summer, personally. I'm not sure how Don thinks about it, because as you can see, he thinks that she would look a lot more like him, kind of on the, I don't want to say scrawnier side, but she was very, very petite. And the age progression photo I have a problem with, because I just don't think that's how a 7-year-old Summer would look. That looks like a, more like maybe, I guess, like a 13-year-old, kind of more heavier set for what I believe she would look like. I don't know. That's my personal opinion, though.
apparently it takes 2 years for these children to even
Griffin.
be eligible for these photos. And unfortunately, this seems to be the only update that we're going to be getting in this case on this 2-year anniversary.
Ansley, as I said to you a moment ago when we were on the air for News Nation,
Which was shit, by the way, TBI, just saying.
Live, there is so much interest in this case. As soon as we said we would be revisiting.
You agree, Lady Lolo? Patty Griffin agrees as well. I think a lot of you guys do. Yes, looks like a much older child. Yeah, 13, 14. Yeah, I agree. It looks like Candace and the oldest boy. Yeah, it does look like the oldest boy. I agree.
And it is one of the first missing cases that we covered. The emails started pouring in. People care about this case now, 2 years later, just as much as they did when.
Now that's the truth. We have not stopped caring just as much as day one, whenever that was for each of us, that this case touched our lives. It's a different day for all of us, but
Summer first went missing. I have a lot of questions from viewers, and I'm going to try to get to some of them. Some may be difficult to answer, but you're closer to the case than most. I want to begin with a question from Betty in Florida, and she says, does law enforcement have any person of interest or suspects in the case, or have they, throughout the investigation, any evidence discovered that supports the theory that Summer had been abducted? Can you shed any light on that question from Betty?
So since the very beginning, law enforcement said that everyone is a suspect in this case, meaning her parents. So since the very beginning, law enforcement said that everyone is a suspect in this case, meaning her parents, people who were close to her at church, anybody in the family, such as her grandmother, maybe even implying to other members of the family and neighbors. So again, law enforcement. Everyone is a suspect in this case, meaning her parents, people who were close to her at church.
Right. The haircutting was weird too. Yeah, double share show today, yeah. I took today off work to basically do this. Hey, Pearl. So, the cutting of the hair, we've heard different things about. I think that too, Little Dev. It would be nice to get, you know, some. Hey, Dippy, good to see you. Some people ruled out. Hey, Eve. That would be ideal. And in 26.5 months, they have not been able to do that, right? Or they've chosen not to do that. I'm not sure. So with hearing that again, I want to pull something up. Actually, I want to ask you guys something first. Something first. You believe law enforcement preyed on this family or some sort of organized group? Yeah, preyed upon, yeah. 2 years in, no one's been cleared, and we haven't been told anyone has been charged. Right. Hey, Sonia. Good to see you. So, all right. People who were close to Summer within the church are also part of the suspect pool. Was this always in your guys' mind? Because then we have Don B now starting new attacks on Robin Lane by trying to, I guess, I don't know, he was bringing up her job within the Seventh-day Adventists, which is helping in the adoption agency within the Seventh-day Adventist. How many of you guys knew the Seventh-day Adventist had an adoption agency within itself? Did you guys know that? Like, not just rumors, it's factual. Legit. And we're gonna pull some things up tonight. You sure didn't, Tammy Hill? Miss Christine did. Lisa did. Emily. Okay. Yeah. I think some assumed it. Summer had a partial lung. No, didn't know that. Good God. Right. Never heard that till now, Lucia. But Don B. Well, it doesn't matter, you know, we don't gotta like him for where a rumor starts. It's where it starts, right? Okay, so maybe a little bit more than half knew about it. A little bit less than half probably didn't know. Probably didn't know for sure. Also, they have boarding schools throughout the world. Yes, absolutely, Miss Christine. Yes, they do. It was strange that Robin went to Hawaii right after. Well, Robin went to Hawaii. Robin set up hospital bed scene with Candace in bed with heart issues. Lisa, I've been a little bit busy in other stuff, but I did get that, and I will definitely dedicate some time to that in the coming week. But I was already had a whole other bunch of stuff I was doing and planned for this weekend, so I think a group might have played a part because they covered up their tracks pretty well here. And we've all pretty much agreed, right, that do we believe Don and Candace are some masterminds that could get away with harming Summer and not getting caught? Do we believe that? All by themselves? Members of the church can sponsor the bill for chosen children for a better education in one of their boarding schools. All right, so do you guys remember? I know a lot of people, again, have been bringing up, you know, she hasn't gone to the doctor. If Summer would have went to the doctor, then everybody would have been arrested for what was going on with Summer Wells, right? We've been seeing that. But we do have footage of the school that Summer was enrolled in coming out and saying that she was all pre-registered and everything for kindergarten through their school. So that would tell me that she did. And Dawn has told me, and Candace, that she did have her school checkup. Candace took her. Dawn was at work. She had her school checkup. And then we have the school saying, yep, she was enrolled and ready to start kindergarten. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember the school? And had her shots. Yes, and had her shots. Right. So to be enrolled in kindergarten, most parents know they have to have their kindergarten checkup, right? There's certain appointments that after you give birth, your children have to go to. They need to be meeting certain goals and that at certain checkups, and the biggest one of them is the kindergarten checkup. Making sure all the shots are up to date. That's the other thing too, people. She would have had to have had all of her shots from birth to 5 years up to date to be enrolled in school. So now, perhaps if she was a little bit behind, they could give her, you know, some of those shots extra, or plan another appointment to get the ones that she missed. That's usually only if there's certain ones in a couple that people get behind on before school starts. But not 5 years of all of the things that go on, right? So she was enrolled and ready to start kindergarten through the school, which would tell me that she must be up to date at shots. So this would tell me she's been to a doctor and definitely was going to a doctor to get those milestone injections that children get from 0 to 5 years, right? And this is like same in like Canada and the US, if I'm not mistaken. That is true, absolutely, right? Okay. You haven't believed that because they wouldn't be able to pull this kind of thing off, Pearl says, with having drug and alcohol addiction issues, I would say. No way. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Maybe she was seen by a doctor to get adopted. Well, Robin was part of the visit. Okay. I know in the U.S. it is. Right, Taylor. And I'm kind of judging. I really don't know what the procedure is in Canada for that. I'm assuming it's similar to the States, because all my kids, of course, was through Minnesota, which is the States. So does anyone know timeline of the Wells starting to attend this church? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 2 years before Summer's disappearance. So they were going there for some time by now. But we can definitely ask again. I thought the school came out and said Summer had her school physical. Well, we're going to pull it up, Pearl. Summer had a physical. If something was not right, the doctor would report it. Yep, because if a doctor did see any kind of abuse and didn't report it, well then there goes his licensing and his practice, right? So, yeah. And again, if she was ready for kindergarten all enrolled, she's been seen by doctors and or nurses for sure from birth to 5 years to be up to date on the all the injections that they do. Hey Northern, hi Kathy, good to see you. Plus I knew CPS was on their asses, so I think they would be skipping doctor's visit. They might have addiction issues, but that's how you stay under the radar. Well, that would probably not be wise if indeed, you know, well, not if indeed, I guess we know CPS, yeah, was involved. I don't think it would be wise to be skipping the doctor's visits even more so. If it's true and the case was being closed, the church has missing children drills. Yeah, that's true. Lake Superior girl, hello. All right, so let's okay, so okay, hold on. I don't know why some of the stuff I watch doesn't go in my history. It's so fucked up. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, now that's weird. Hey, Patty. No, not homeschool. That's fucking weird. Okay, here we go. Share screen, sorry.
Days since the disappearance of 5-year-old Summer Wells, but in 1 month from today, Hawkins County schools are reopening. We learned today Summer was registered to begin kindergarten at Joseph Rogers Primary School.
She was registered. She was registered where? Hold on.
Joseph Rogers Primary.
Okay, Joseph Rogers Primary School, Rogersville, Tennessee. Okay, now this is interesting.
Primary School.
News Channel 11's Bianca Murray spoke with school district psychologists about what they're doing to prepare not only the teachers but parents and students as well.
When it comes to dealing with the disappearance of a child in your community, a Hawkins County Schools psychologist tells me that students, teachers, and even parents are going to process this trauma differently. She says the school district is working on a plan to help anyone who needs it by the first day of school.
We're going to try to get information to school.
So, do you see this right here? Can you see my white arrow of the mouse on your screen? I don't really know. Do you see the sign?
School counselors, because that's usually in a school the one the students go to if they have a concern or a worry.
Carol Fuller is one of the school psychologists working with teachers and counselors to prepare for the added anxiety.
So this was 2 years ago. This isn't what's been released recently, by the way.
Students and teachers might feel in the upcoming school year. She said parents should play an active role too.
Parents are welcome to contact the school counselor at their school if they notice little changes in behavior, little subtle things, because a lot of times younger students can't tell us, I'm upset about, I'm worried about. They may not be eating the same.
So I guess I didn't realize before today that she was enrolled in a Seventh-day Adventist school. Bye, Lisa.
Usually in a school the one the students go to if they have a concern or a worry.
Carol Fuller is one of the school psychologists working with teachers and counselors to prepare for the added anxiety students and teachers might feel.
So I can't remember where, or I kind of jumped there. But she says, like, in the event that Summer's found, they have everything ready to help Summer with schooling. So she was definitely ready and registered. It sounds like they had everything they needed. So I would say she was going to a doctor, because you have to see a doctor and have your shots caught up to 5 years to go to school. But yes, I did not realize it was a Seventh-day Adventist school. And so right away I'm kind of wondering, because in my research, those schools are not very cheap. So that's interesting. But also there are no children going to that school currently, so it isn't costing any money. But just a little something that I didn't know until today. I'm not sure if you guys were already aware of that. I had watched this before and I didn't pick that up. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. But yeah, no. So that's interesting. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Sherry. You didn't know that, Renda? Mm-hmm. You didn't know that either, Soul Jewels? The religious schools here in Texas are real expensive. Yeah, and there's no kids currently that the Wells have going here, right? Because this lady goes on to say, like, the boys are going to a different school, so...
In the upcoming school year. She said parents should play an active role too.
Parents are welcome to contact the school counselor at their school if they notice little changes in behavior, little subtle things, because a lot of times younger students can't tell us, I'm upset about, I'm worried about. They may not be eating the same, sleeping the same, toileting accidents, stomach aches, things like that.
She says the situation is also stressful for Summer's brothers.
They're changing schools, so they're going to be mixing with new kids. And we'll just want the school counselor there and the teachers to kind of, you know, make sure they're not having any issues that we need to really assist with, either through the school counselor, through myself, or the other, you know, staff school psychologist, or whatever we could do to help.
Fuller had some advice to parents who might be wondering, what if this happens?
It's looking like not a lot of you knew that it was a Seventh-day Adventist school. Not that it should really matter, but I don't know. I found it interesting.
Happens to me.
Being honest with the students, not in a way to instill any kind of fear, but having procedures in place when we go out and you get separated from me, or you need to be where I can see you and you can
Oh,
see.
really, Miss Christine? She could attend if someone sponsored Summer for special education. So essentially someone else would be paying her tuition.
See me, things like that, just to make the child feel more comfortable.
She said there's a plan in case Summer is found.
Depending on what she would need, we could always look at different things as far as the school goes, and then counselors, outside resources, we could tap into whatever we needed to make her comfortable and feel safe at school.
So she's definitely enrolled in that school. That school had what they need to have her enrolled, which would let people know she'd definitely been to doctors and nurses. So that right there, can that be like kind of put to bed? What about the boys? Where was they going? I'm not sure, Lady May. I know Don had said he wished that they could go to a Seventh-day Adventist school. And when this happened, it was summer. There was no school, so I'm not sure were they going to go to that school, or just Summer maybe was going to go to that school if, like, I guess other people can sponsor. So maybe, I don't know, was Robin sponsoring, or David Dotson or something like that? I don't know who, if maybe, or I don't know, or was it free? Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Just learning this today, so. Not really sure where the boys would have been going, but possibly there with Summer. Like, the boys were also going to school too, right? What was Summer's special education that was not mentioned? Not sure. Yeah, I feel you exploited. That's how I kind of feel. I went hard after the church before, but I kind of feel like that with everyone who is surrounded poor Summer, like for real. Did he? I don't know. I will say I don't think they were the best of parents. That's quite obvious. Well, I'm not sure they've claimed to be the best of parents, really. I don't know. When it comes to a missing child, you look everywhere, not just the parents. Mm-hmm. Give me a second. Well, I think that the Mormonism isn't the same as Seventh-day Adventist. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my mic because I want to see if Benny wants to hop up here. Oh. Hold on one second.
Hanging in there.
That's good. How's Candace's foot?
She's doing a lot better.
A lot better. That's good. She should still take it easy.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
So I just was playing the old interview with the school that Summer was enrolled in.
Yeah.
And you know how one of the rumors is that Summer never saw a doctor, or so many people would be arrested by now, right?
Yeah.
But to be enrolled for kindergarten, she would have had all her shots and up to date. So she would have obviously seen a doctor.
Yeah, we got all our kids had all their shots, everything for school. Yeah, of course.
So were the boys enrolled in the same school that Summer was enrolled in? I know it's a Seventh-day Adventist school. I don't remember the name though. Joseph Rogers?
No, it's actually they're in a public school.
Oh, they were in
Kepler
public
elementary school. Yeah, in Hawkins County.
Okay, do you know why Joseph Rogers Seventh-day Adventist school spoke out on behalf of Summer?
I don't. Just that, they probably know we're from church is about all.
Yeah, because she said they were enrolled there. Or that Summer, was enrolled there.
Not to my knowledge, but I don't know.
Yeah.
No, she was enrolled in the Kepler Elementary.
Kepler, okay.
It's a public school, Hawkins County, about an hour, well, about 30 minutes from here, I guess.
Yeah, so maybe it was just they knew you went to the Seventh-day Adventist church and they were just kind of showing support, like Summer could come here and we would support her if she came back or something.
Of course, yeah, of course they would.
Okay.
Summer, you know, she hung out with the other kids there in the church, and there's a lot of kids there. And, they really love and miss her. I do know that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them kids that they still support me and Candace, and they're heartbroken too. A lot of them kids, they understand, you know, what has happened. And I've seen a few of them break down and cry over Summer many times.
Do you think that the church members that will be cleared as suspects soon then? They should be?
Oh, I don't, you know, that term being cleared is just, I don't know what, I don't know. Nobody's cleared because, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it's wishful thinking, I guess, for everybody. I don't know. So they know, you know, exactly what happened, but, you know, nobody knows nothing.
Are they kind of,
Sometimes.
do you think that they're on the suspect list because they had your back so publicly or something, and maybe some people are upset at that, or?
I don't know. I don't think they're on the suspect list, anybody from the church. I mean, you gotta think she was taken from Beach Street here.
Yeah. So.
It's kind of an odd time to me, but it's probably perfect timing. I mean, you know, 5:30 or 6:30, whatever time it was, that she come up missing, broad daylight. It's like, wow.
Right. Well, the phone call, I think, was in at like 6:29 p.m.
Was it? Okay.
I'm not for certain, but I think around there.
Yeah, I think so.
And then you and Candace both called 911 though, right?
Right.
But so I wanted to talk to you again. There's actually, today we saw that there's some new faces because of the billboards going around. And I know you were sleeping earlier. Did you get to rewatch the earlier?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, do you want me to tell you? Well, I'll just tell you, even though we've talked about it, but there's a guy going around and he is saying that he knows Candace was trafficking Summer during the day. His name is Vern Gilbert.
What a moron. What a moron.
Have you ever met a Vern Gilbert?
No, but I'd like to.
What?
Yeah, what a moron.
But have you ever heard of that name, Vern Gilbert?
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah, you had said no. And then how about a Sean Williams?
Sean Williams, no.
Okay. So he's tying it to Sean Williams as well. Vern is saying that Candace brought Summer to Sean Williams during the day.
Wow.
And that Candace was selling Summer an hour at a time, and that it happened all the time. Yeah, while you were at work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe since he thinks that he knows specifics, that the TBI should sit him down then.
Yeah, you can get in trouble real quick saying stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty weird, right? So, and then the next rumor is about your church.
People throw stuff like that around like it ain't nothing, you know. Just
It's wild. It's
about
really
people,
weird.
and it should, it, yeah, you don't do that.
No.
I don't know what to say.
So when he dropped the name Sean Williams, a YouTube creator named Michelle After Dark looked into that name, and there was an arrest on a Sean Williams for 52 rapes. He recorded himself raping people 52 times, and thousands and thousands of pictures of child pornography
Wow.
was found on his devices.
Wow.
So that's a pretty weird name for him to be dropping.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already figured you didn't know them, but now people heard it from you that you don't know them, so maybe they can just leave that one alone. But that's terrible.
Yeah, it's a pretty horrific thing to say about somebody, that's for sure.
Okay, so
Especially, you know, I mean, if that were the case, do you think Hawkins County would even begin to not have this locked up, you know, and everything else, if that was even remotely
right.
partially true? They have us so far up in the jail that we've never, you know what I'm saying?
They're bringing up the TikTok video. Remember her dancing with that for sale barrel? Now, for the new people that are... Yeah, in the rain, yeah. For the new people that have come onto this case and might listen to this, can you tell again that? Can you tell where did that barrel come from?
I guess people down the road sell them from. That's what the foam comes in for, the spray foam for insulation that they put in the houses and everything like that. They have the barrels left over, and you can use the barrels for whatever, you know. There's all kinds of useful things for an old barrel for $20, you know.
Yeah, I think you told me that before. Yeah. And it already had for sale on it.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what you told me. Yeah. Jackie says you're very calm considering what I just told you. Jackie would be going off if they just heard that. Don has already braced himself. He knew that it was to cover rumors, so he was probably already prepared that it was going to be nasty, because it's usually nasty. I had to call him up and tell him what that other asshole said about, you know, the things that they said. So, yeah, that wasn't fun either. So Don's pretty used to it. Who was taking that video? Okay, your sister Mary is in the chat, and she wants to know who took that video of Summer dancing.
Well, her mother was always taking videos and pictures because she was really proud, you know, of our kids. So she was always doing a lot of videos and pictures of her, you know. She was just a proud mother. She loves her kids. I can say that about Candace, and all the things people want to say about her, I know she loved her kids. And I've watched her. She's a mother. She loves her kids with all her heart.
Yeah.
Like I said, we tried to say before too. You know, a lot of these pictures we probably shouldn't have shared because they're, you know, a lot of times people don't share stuff because the house might be a mess or you know, whatever, but we wanted to share everything so that people could get every detail of Summer, not, you know, our not so perfect life, you know.
And you know what? That's true, because Chris McDonough had asked Candace right on the fly there with the interview, can I come look at the house? And she let him there. Even knowing that she would be judged, you guys would be judged.
His whole agenda was to be a sneaky snake and exploit us as a family and tear us apart for his own evil agenda. Instead of trying to help Summer, he freaking tore our family all to hell. You know, that's something. And then how many people have followed suit in the same steps as that and exploit our family over the years, time after time after time, and I'm sick of it. I know Candace loves her kids. She's a mother, just like anybody else, and I'm tired of people putting her down and trying to say different. You know, no, we're not perfect. Hell no, we're far from perfect. You damn right we are. But we're trying. I know I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tired of it.
That would be hard to listen about your wife being beat down every day. I know Mark wouldn't like to hear that. Even though he has heard that. So what about these rumors of Robin being working for the adoption agency within the Seventh-day Adventists and possibly hiding Summer within fostering agency within the Seventh-day Adventists?
The only thing I could say about that is, I mean, what can I say? I don't know how many times we've been over this in the past, you know, with the Seventh Day and other possibilities and all this and that, but I would just like to point back to the fact that there was a lot of drug trafficking in our area. That's what I'm focused on. I'm trying to focus on the facts that we have.
Yeah. But what about the people that are now starting new attacks or wanting people to attack Robin for hiding Summer because she helps in the adoption agency? How long has she been a part of the adoption agency?
She's never, I don't think she is.
Oh.
I'll be honest with you.
Oh, so the entire thing is actually made up.
Right.
Does Seventh-day Adventist even have an adoption agency within itself?
I mean, just like anybody in the world, there's people that adopt kids. And there's people in our church that adopt kids. Just like any church or anywhere. People adopt kids all the time. That's all that is. I don't think it's like an adoption agency or anything like that. No. No. Nothing like that.
So no adoption agency that has like a catalog of children, and they don't do like loans or nothing to adopt children within the Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah, like all that cynical stuff. I mean, they have a private school, which is awesome. You know, I think that's good. But that's, you know, for educational purposes, you know, for schooling. That's, as far as I know, that's what they have. I mean, other programs for kids called like Pathfinders. That's really awesome.
Yeah, the Pathfinders, yeah. It's kind of like
4-H
and brownies.
Right, yeah, it's a worldwide organization. And,
do you know where Robin and David Dotson were taking Summer before the disappearance? Were they all going to go golfing or?
No, that was never. Summer was talking about wanting to stay at a church member's house with her daughter, and we were going to let her do that.
Yeah.
You know, a good friend of ours, and her little girl's the same age as Summer, and she wanted to stay the night with her one night. And we were going to let her do that, stay with her friend one night, but before that could ever happen, she was taken from us. That's the only time we've ever let Summer ever even thought about letting her stay anywhere.
Right, because she was still pretty young, 5 years old.
We didn't trust anybody with our kids, like people say, like we just dump them off or just let anybody watch our kids or anything like that. That would never happen.
Well, Robin.
We didn't trust anybody with our kids. Well, yeah, maybe Robin, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But not David Dotson?
Yeah. Well, I don't really know David.
Yeah.
That part. I know Robin since we've been involved in that church for a long time. Well,
do you remember how many years again? I forget how long you've been a part of that church.
Well, we were remember going up here to the Baptist church for a long time.
Yeah. You didn't really like that church, did
started-
you?
Well, no, it's a good church. Good people. Yeah, it's a very good church. You know, but not just the Seventh-day Adventist church is something that everybody needs to understand. Everything the Seventh-day Adventist church is teaching, everybody needs to understand it. That church was set up for our day. It's very important for everyone to understand what they teach.
Yeah. Do you feel you know all the ins and outs of the religion with all of the time you've been there so far, or still learning all about it?
Well, yeah, and I can tell you briefly exactly what it is. You know, when you read the Bible through from the beginning of time all the way to the end, where you get to the apostles, you know, and the New Testament, they killed Christ and everything. The Bible kind of stops there in time. So Ellen White starts her book called The Great Controversy at 70 AD, at the destruction of Jerusalem. And it talks about how the Roman Empire destroys Jerusalem, the city of Jerusalem, and kills all the people and destroys the temple and all that kind of stuff. You know, her book begins kind of where the Bible leaves off, goes throughout the Dark Ages, the history of the world, up to present day. That's what the work is the Seventh-day Adventists do, well, that God does. We'll say that God does it. But this is very important to understand the rest of the story, you know, and everything.
So again, how did you find the Seventh-day Adventist? I know you tried the Baptist church and stuff. How did you find Seventh-day Adventist for the people who are just finding out your daughter's case and listening to these things new and haven't listened necessarily for the past 2 years? How did you find Seventh-day Adventist, and why did this religion stick to your heart more than the Baptist or Pentecostal or whatever, Catholic?
Well, you know, because I've read the Great Controversy, Ellen White's book. And like I said, it's a continuation of the Bible, and you know, it's 2,000 years of the Earth's history up to present day, pretty much. She has a lot of prophecies in her book, and you know, they go with the Bible, hand in hand with the Bible. You know, doesn't just, you know, very, very awesome stuff that the Lord has brought out in the last days for His people. You know, so it's there. We just got to go to the church and find out for ourselves. You know,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I've heard some locals say that other churches don't really get along with your church group of people in the area. Is that a thing?
I don't think that's true at all. I think they all get along really well.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, so you kind of learned about Seventh-day Adventist when you were in jail? Was that it?
well, I've studied. Okay. Why?
Or I was just wondering, how did you find Seventh-day Adventist?
Like I said, I read Ellen White's book, The Great Controversy, and she's like one of the co-founders of one of the co-founders. She's considered actually a prophet, a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's considered like a prophet.
Right, and then when she passed, didn't her husband and best friend or something take over or something?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's other people involved in this work. But it all stems from, the people who, just real Christians that went underground with the Bible and preserved it, the Waldensians, preserved the Bible throughout history, peril of their lives, and guarded the truth of their lives. And that's why we have the Bible today, because people put their lives on their lines for it. You got to understand, the Dark Ages.
Yeah. That's what Seventh-day Adventists, basically it gets people prepared for the end days, right?
Well, yeah.
Or did I say that right?
What God is, what God has given us, a final message of warning before the end of the world. And that's what the Seventh-day, that's what their message is. Be prepared for God's return. That's what we got to do. We got to work on ourselves every day. Try to do what's right. That's what we got to do.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, he does sound sober. They said you sound sober.
I'm fine. My bad. Stay sober.
Mm-hmm.
Got to.
And you sound tired. Who is Bobby Bernard, not Pastor Tom?
Do what?
I was just seeing what people's questions were. Jay Hill says he's actually reading the Bible right now, and I have no idea what Bible he's talking about. Okay, so the Bible for Seventh-day Adventist it's different than a regular Bible?
No, the Holy Bible, it will always, that's the most, that's Holy Bible is the Holy Bible. I mean, let's see. Okay, remember, I said, okay, you got the Bible that starts at the beginning when God created Adam and Eve and goes all the way to the time of Christ. You get in the New Testament. Goes throughout the beginning of the world all the way to Christ, and the apostles, and how they crucified Christ, and then he come back to life. He was resurrected on the third day, and he's alive today. You never know. You might be walking one day and run face to face with Jesus, and you might not. It's possible.
Yeah.
Very possible that you might,
I don't know if people are ready for that, Don.
Well, people aren't ready, but yeah, the Bible's just a history down to a certain point, to Jesus' time and his death and everything, and a certain amount of record of Paul, preaching in Europe, all over different places. And so Ellen White book, she starts at 70 AD, after Christ's death and resurrection, 70 AD. And it's a history, it's a world history of events that happened in 70 AD, starting with the destruction of Jerusalem, all the way to the Dark Ages, where they kill you for having a copy of the Bible or whatever. It teaches you about all that throughout the Dark Ages, how the Roman Catholic Church, amassed all their wealth by being a fake. And I'm not going to get too far into that. I don't want to say nothing to hurt anybody's feelings. But it's world history, really in other history books have been kept throughout time. And how the Bible was brought back out of obscurity, written into a German language, and then from a German language, you know, it spread all over Europe into English, and what we have today, you know, is the Holy Bible, most important book in the world. No, the Seventh-day Adventist Church holds the Bible as the absolute truth. A bunch of people that God inspired to write. People, you know, people that lived and wrote in the Bible about history, were inspired by God. You know, keep these records. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. Anyways.
Carl's asking some questions. I guess you've interviewed with Enchanted Life Path. Do you remember him? Carl?
Yeah.
He's got some questions, but they're not really good ones. Do you want to answer them or no?
Maybe. We might answer them if they make sense. If not, let's not.
Okay.
We don't even go there.
Okay. I didn't know you interviewed with Carl before. I'll have to watch that.
I didn't.
Tim
Tell them who I interviewed with.
Tim Mullen. Tim Mullen let you interview with Carl? Why?
Well, I don't think. I probably was just being stupid. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't remember if I did.
Do you know why Tim Mullen posted something weird today on the Missing Summer Walls page saying that who took her next? It's real creepy. What is that?
Who took her?
Yeah, who took her next? And then it's like a shadow of a man holding a little kid arm. And it says, who took her next?
I don't think you're reading it right.
No, I'll show you it.
I have it somewhere.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
That's
Okay, well, maybe I'm just not understanding what it means.
okay. Yeah.
It looks weird, right? Or no?
Okay.
You see it?
I do see that. Let's see. I have no idea how Summer and Wales got off the property. What we want to know is who got her next.
Right, yes.
That's what you said now.
Right?
I think we're like that until you said that.
Right. It kind of looks weird, especially he posted that right after the Vern guy said that Summer was being rented out every hour, you know, and then that posting of who took her next. I was like, whoa, what does this mean? So I read that wrong, I guess. Sorry.
Well, no, I don't think so. I can see yeah, that's a little, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not that crazy.
We'll see. We'll talk to him, see if he'll change that.
Okay. Yeah, that'd probably be good.
Get off the phone with you. I'll say, yeah, people are saying that's a little weird.
Yeah, and obviously you don't really like it either. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I looked at it, but it didn't really get me that way. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay. All right.
I don't think he meant to. He didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. So we don't know who the people they're talking about. 2 months ago, they put on the news that people close to Summer in the church were also in the suspect list, but you just don't know who that could be really then.
Who said that now?
It was on the news for, Summer's 2-year mark.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to figure, they're trying to tell a story, and
so they want
liable to say just about anything, just to tell a story. You know, people do it all the time. I mean, I don't know why they would mention the church or anything like that. I probably, I don't think that's correct. I wouldn't, no.
Has any of the church had to do like lie detectors or anything?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
No.
So not the closest people, like not Tim Mullen, because I'm trying to think of who would be closest to Summer. Tim Mullen, Robin Lane, David Dotson, and maybe David Rader, the pastor?
No. When all this first happened, of course Robin was trying to be supportive and help us.
Yeah.
We were broken-hearted, we were freaking out. That's Summer's Saturday school teacher. That's,
Right, yeah, Sabbath school.
That's her Sabbath school teacher. Of course she's going to be concerned, and of course she's going to come out here and console us and try to help us, and that's what Robin did. That's her nature, That's the only reason that she was open and honest, because we was trying to find answers. And she was right there with us, just being our good friend.
Yeah.
That's all that. That's how Robin became involved, because she has a heart and she cares. That's why she was so involved.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so scary, and like her husband was like, she might bring her little girl over here with her, and it was.
Her husband, I heard from Robin, didn't really like that. Didn't really know it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I wouldn't. I mean, even everybody was flipped out for a long time.
Did she stop bringing her daughter over there, or she had to kind of bring the daughter there, I suppose?
We just
keep an extra eye on her.
We kept really close eye. Of course, we're paranoid. I just wish we could figure out who grabbed our daughter. I wish we could get her back, in good condition, and not emotionally hurt or mentally messed up, or pray to God all the time about this, of course. And I appreciate you guys and prayers and trying to help us, best we can.
How do you think we can better go about that, like currently?
I wish I knew. I do talk to people in law enforcement and stuff.
Good.
I'm trying to keep everything straight in my mind and be transparent with them.
Mm-hmm. And so when's the last time you've spoken to law about your daughter?
I mean, we kind of go back and forth with stuff, but it's stuff that I'm not supposed to. I want to say things.
No, don't say anything.
I'm trying not. I don't want to hurt.
Right.
The case in any way.
So, are you getting answers privately at all, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. When I think of stuff and I bounce it, and we communicate like that, and trying to figure out anything we possibly can, and I do know this, that they're way ahead of us. Let's just put it that way. They're way ahead of us.
Okay. Do you expect any updates in the near future? Do you think?
I wish.
You wish? Yeah. I know Ronnie had said something 2 months ago, but we're still waiting on that.
That's what we're praying for. All we do is
Right.
thank God, because He's the only one who knows. He's the only one who knows the answers. There ain't been a psychic yet finder. Man,
What's with that? Yeah, right. When is the last time you've heard from Ronnie Lawson or John Pruitt at all? Or even Leslie Earnhardt or anyone at the TBI? You don't have to say what was said, just... Oh, just a few days ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I mean,
good
no big
news.
deal. It's just.
Well, it shows us that they haven't forgotten.
It's more of me asking them questions.
Good. So you're calling them and keeping on their butts.
Oh no, not
Oh.
It's just mind games, just like I guess like the YouTubers say. You sit and you think one thing after the other, to the next theory, and it drives you insane. It's kind of like that, you know.
Oh, the police are doing that too? Well, that's
Of
not
course
good.
they are. Yeah, the same thing. Well, no, I'm just saying, you know.
Right. They kind
You
of...
just go through different theories in your mind all day long, 24/7, and
Would you say you're calling them every day, or you're calling them every couple days, or do they...
Oh no, if my mind goes down a rabbit hole that I've never thought of before, and,
Then you'll give them a call.
And I'm not sure of what, or what, you know, this or that. Well, no, I don't talk to them all the time, but
Yeah.
every now and then I hear from them here and there.
Yeah. Do you know when the last time they would have had contact with your mother-in-law, Candace's mom?
I don't know.
Probably a while by now.
I mean, I don't know. She's not a suspect in any way.
So can't they come out and clear Grandma?
She's broken-hearted.
Right. I wish they would clear somebody. I wish they would just, like, give us something. But I'm sure you feel the exact same way.
Well, one thing for sure, if they ever do figure out who took her, everybody will be cleared.
Yeah. Have you happened to do a DNA test recently for that one situation?
Yeah. It's in the computer.
Okay, cool.
It's all in the computer.
How long ago did you have to do that?
Yeah, there's I don't know. I guess I could go ahead and say it, but yeah, there's been no hits. Okay.
Okay.
I think I can say that because it was sent to me. They probably knew I'd blab about it anyway. So, you know. Yeah, no hits on that.
Okay.
They did. Yes, they did do that. And I did.
Good. Well, that's something. That's good, though.
Yeah, but it shows that they're trying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you said you last talked to him a couple days ago. That's good, too, because that lets us know they're not just forgetting about her. I think that gives us that...
They're not.
Yeah.
They are. And they probably... all the crazy theories and stuff that people think of, I mean, like I said, that's the...
So after all this,
working on it.
yeah, after all this time, what is the main theory that sticks in your head right now? What do you think could have happened to Summer? Forget all of the rumors and everything. Like what is the, you probably have more than one that you think about, but what's the main one that you think about often?
Well, I think I've already kind of said it. I don't want to,
Oh.
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah. You don't want to, yeah.
I mean, it's...
I forgot about that.
If you think of everything that's going on, I don't know. We don't know. It could have been anybody could have pulled up in here and grabbed her, apparently.
Right.
So they had to come up that hill.
Mm-hmm.
All we know is somebody took her. That's all we know.
And with the recent events, you're just waiting to hear about more of that.
Yeah.
Without saying anyone's name, but everyone knows the name. Yeah, well, that will be interesting.
I know that they're doing everything they can to do their job. I know that they're all over it. I can say that. And like I said, you know, if police thought for 1 minute me and Candace were guilty of something, I guarantee, man, that Hawkins County would have us in their jail. We would be in their jail for, they'd have us.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna, if they thought somebody was, they ain't gonna let somebody run around loose because they thought done something to their kid.
No, I was saying that earlier, that everything you've ever done wrong, you've been in trouble for, like you've been arrested for, so.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And it's been 26 and a half months, and I just don't think you would get away if you harmed your daughter. I don't think you'd get away with it for over 2 years.
No, but I think if everybody would, I guess the most important thing is just keep praying for her.
And I don't think Candace could hide it from you for 2 years either, or you guys hide it from each other for over 2 years.
I know she loves her kids.
Yeah.
I know for a fact she loves her kids. And has this affected her mentally and everything else?
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. No way it couldn't. It's probably affected you mentally too, right?
It's another, yeah, of course it has. But this, not only, of course, summer we lost a daughter. We don't know what she's been through. It's horrific to think about what she's been through. But what this has done to Candace is being held to watch, witness.
Yeah.
She's made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, she has. She's trusted people she shouldn't have trusted. We've all done that.
When you say that, who's in your mind when you say she trusted people?
There's a list. There's a huge
Right. Is Jody Sue on that list asking for a friend?
I don't know. I mean, see what she's.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say yeah. Yeah. I wish that they would be able to, like, at least, I don't know, start clearing people. Your mother-in-law, or you, or Candace, or you and Candace, or even if they came out and said, leave the church alone, they're not involved, or, I don't know, leave grandma alone, she's not involved. You know what I mean? Can you ask them to start doing something like that? Or how does... I know I've asked you this probably 100 times, but I forget. Can you apply any pressure in that, or no? It's not really up to you.
I can't tell them what to do. I can ask them to do, but I can't clear nobody.
Right.
Until they make an arrest.
Yeah.
And then there's, I've never heard of it. Is that something made up in Hollywood?
I don't know. No, I mean, I don't really know.
It's gotta be.
Made up in Hollywood?
Is that something made up in Hollywood? Or they don't clear people?
Maybe they... I mean, I don't know.
They don't, like... I've never heard... Maybe they do it in the movies, I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't think it would be an accident and a cover-up, you guys. Again, Don already said, like, he doesn't believe that they would even get away with that, and neither do I. So to have an accident and a cover-up would to be essentially saying that Don and Candace is getting away with something, and I just don't believe that. We're going on 27 months, and I don't believe that at all.
Candace watched her kids very carefully. She would never drink and drive. She won't, no, nothing like that. She won't even touch her keys if she's had one drink, but she has been doing good. Staying away from all that stuff.
Awesome. Good.
And she's doing great.
Which is even harder to do when you're in pain. That's true.
I might. I don't know. I don't know. But there was some accident. If you're a caring parent and you love your kids, I mean, what's the first thing you're going to do if there's an accident? You're going to call an ambulance.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, the rumor with that is that you did not allow Candace to bring the children to the doctor without your approval.
No. How am I going to? They were up on all their shots. They were all in school. They were all doing good. Summer was enrolled. We took her up there a few times to the school to meet the teachers and everything, and she was ready to go. Her first year, she didn't even get to go to school one day.
I know. I know it. This is a rough time for you. I know it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, my little girl, my everything to me. Candace loved all her kids very much. Did we lose our minds after her disappearance and everything? Yeah, we did. We sure did.
That's understandable.
Right.
Anyone in your shoes would do the same. I know I watched Billy Joe break down more times than I wish I witnessed.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did we have cops everywhere, you know, day in and day out, helicopters, questions, searching all over the property. We had media. Then we, like dumbasses, turned to Facebook and YouTube for the first time ever for me.
Yeah.
Never had a Facebook account or anything ever in my life.
Yeah, I could tell when we first started talking you were not very social media savvy.
No, not at all. No.
So then I want to bring up, well, it's on my mind because other people talking about it, but it's been brought up again that Candace's mom, you know the nickname Grandis, that she had told the law that Candace, or what she said in an interview, that Candace had went to meet you on June 15th with Summer.
No.
So we must have heard her wrong or something.
Well, yeah, I don't know. She may not have fully understood where I was. You talking about
Yeah, Candace's mom had said that on June 15th, before you had gotten home from work that day, that Candace had loaded up Summer to go meet you. It's a rumor or whatever. I would have to find where Grandma says that specifically again, but yeah, that's going around.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know why she would say that, because she was with her that day, and as far as I know, the swimming hole in her truck and everything else, so I don't know why she would say that.
Right. And then the lady at the water hole who works at like the horse stable there said that she saw either Candace's or Candace's mom's truck parked there at the water hole for a couple hours.
Right.
What is that about?
It was there. I think they was just there wasting time, you know, waiting for a prescription to be filled or something, if I remember right.
For a couple of hours?
I don't know how long.
Like, she didn't park her truck and leave in another vehicle for a couple hours and then pick up her truck later, did she?
Well, I don't know what truck that would be.
Or any, yeah, I know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a rabbit hole. That's just theories and crap. Even if she did say, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's why I ask you, because, you know, again, new people are...
Well,
clicking on this case, so it's good to get it from the horse's mouth. And then people can say, okay, well, we heard Don say that, no, this isn't true, so then we can move on. Or I can move on.
I get it. Yeah.
That was a false tip. Her vehicle was not there for hours. Yes, blind Abinda 123, it's live.
I mean, even if she was there for a couple hours, okay. I mean, there's that video of Summer swimming there and just wasting some time like they always do.
Mm-hmm.
Candace was always taking them fishing or what, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She was trying her best to be a good mother.
That's all we can do, yep.
I mean, you can see by all the pictures and all the places that she took them that she was proud and cared for her kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she wasn't perfect, no. She made mistakes. I mean, yeah. She's a human. But I do know she loves me too. Or I wouldn't even be with her. I guarantee you.
Right.
I would not. I wouldn't back her up. I wouldn't, if I didn't, but I know she loves her kids. I know, she's a good mother. We were just robbed of our little girl, and hope, pray to God, someday we find her someday.
There's no way Candace and Don could outsmart the FBI. Right, Mellow Blue? For over 2 years, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're not going to outsmart those guys. They're going to nail your ass sooner or later. I mean, there's no way.
Right.
No way we could pass a polygraph.
Yeah, you did
No
pass
way.
it, right?
It's just, yeah, I mean, kind of supposed to.
Yep. Now, do you remember why Grandma, Candace's mom, told the news that she doesn't remember if she went swimming with Summer that day or not? She thought she was at home taking a nap.
I have no clue.
Do you know if she was with them that day?
Yeah, she was with them. I mean,
at the swim hole?
Yeah, I think so.
You
have to ask Candace that, and I'm not going to ask her because she might freaking go off on me, so I'm not asking her.
Oh, she would get upset at that?
I'm not.
No, okay, no, don't, no.
She just gets so tired of the same old questions over and over and over and over and over.
That's understandable, yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, just know this. She's, in my opinion, okay, she's told the truth from beginning to end in this situation. And she does love her kids.
So you do trust in her,
heart.
you do believe what she's said. Thank you, Maria.
Absolutely.
And you also believe in her mother as well?
Of course. I mean,
yeah, I've asked you that before.
A lot of people haven't seen her get on YouTube and cry and whatever. She tries to act tough on the outside, but she breaks down all the time over her little girl and her boys.
It's understandable.
She don't show it if she's ever live or whatever. She tries, try to hide, emotions from people sometimes. I don't know. She tries to be strong. She tries to put on a strong front. But
yeah.
She breaks down all the time. She loves her kids. And, if I didn't think any different, if I thought any different, then I probably wouldn't be with her. I wouldn't be backing her up.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't believe that, I hope you wouldn't be with somebody that you thought was the opposite of that, right? So, Mellow Blue in chat says that they believe you're the perfect family to be set up and that you could be onto something about the CPS. Yeah. Summer is 5 years old, blonde, blue-eyed, perfect-looking child that would absolutely,
Right.
yes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that because everybody's a suspect. Like, you know, we don't know.
Right, and it's silly
But
to think that any of us would know more than the FBI, the TBI, the police department, multiple agencies involved here. Now, have you thought about getting the missing and exploited children? What Monkey Vaughn's mother was speaking to you about that day? Do you remember that?
You mean with let's see, hold up. You talking about the one that Chris M's associated with?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I forgot that he was associated with that. But would you have to deal with Chris McDonough, or can't you deal with someone else and say you prefer not to deal with Chris McDonough, or no? I'm not really sure how it works. I was just asking.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything. It's not.
Okay, no, okay, different topic. No, I like that. No, we're keeping it about, what we're supposed to keep it to. That's good. Well, so, oh, some people didn't hear how long you've been a part of Seventh-day Adventist. Sorry.
I don't know, maybe about 6 years, 5 years, something like that.
5 years, 6 years, okay. CPS in Tennessee is a huge joke. Yeah. Yeah. Remember CPS in, was it Tennessee or Texas or something? Where the CPS told the 14-year-old to be a hooker? Do you remember? I played it on one of my lives. That's the system, folks. They don't give a shit, okay? They care about one thing and one thing only, and it's always money, 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 money. Okay? That's the truth. I've been there.
I've heard of, wow.
And yes, with CPS, they want 5 and under. That is the kids that CPS wants. And so, yeah. But anyway, that's for a different time. But yeah. I'm open to that too. Like, I'm open to everything at this point except for Bigfoot, I said.
Well, the thing with CPS, they give court systems and they kidnap people's kids and then they alienate people's kids from them. And they, I know in the state of Tennessee it's $3.3 billion a year what they get off of the foster care.
Are you kidding me?
$3.3 billion just in the state of Tennessee. Yeah, and it's a worldwide order. I mean, I don't know how CPS is very, very powerful corporation. They get federal money, so that pretty much makes them federal agents. And they're out. If they can get your kids, the CPS custody, they're making serious money off of it. And I don't know how it all ties together, how the judge, how they get paid, or, I guess it's a good old boy system, scratch each other's back all the way. And you got the adoption agencies, they adopt kids out all the time.
Right.
I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how you fight a $3.3 billion a year industry and how do you fight them? I don't know. How high up does all this go? How much corruption is there? I don't know. I mean, our judge just got arrested for forging documents.
I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy. So will that be helpful for you guys at all, or you don't know yet?
I hope so, but it just kind of shows,
The corruption there within the system. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is
And then you got Ronnie
the
Lawson's son, who's in jail for being disgusting with minors as well. So yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty crazy, throughout all this. If you look at our pictures, as a family, no, we're not perfect by any means, no, but we were loving, and our kids were always smiling. They might be dirty, but they're happy.
Yeah. Well, they're outside in the country. Kids get dirty, like, let me tell
Right.
you. Yeah. How my kids are in the woods too. So yeah, they're messy. Even if you put the nicest thing, it's getting ripped and muddy and gross, especially boys, you guys living out in the country. Okay. So yeah.
Right. But we always, told each other we loved each other and hugged each other often. And but anyways, now that since I've been in CPS custody, now all of a sudden they're believing that we don't love them, or they don't want to talk to us on the phone, or whatever. They're being told by a foster family or whatever, all kinds of crazy ass stuff.
Yeah.
Not true. And we can't even, because of the judge, they just got arrested for all this stuff. We haven't been able to call them even on the phone and talk to them. No communication whatsoever.
Yeah. So you've been trying to do everything you can to try and get back contact and custody of the boys still.
We're trying.
Yeah.
And I try not to be, real upset with the foster family or anything like that. I try not to say anything bad.
Yeah.
But it's really unfair. It's unfair. Okay, they have our kids, and they're also getting food stamps. They're getting paid checks. I've heard $1,200 per kid per month a piece.
That's what Tennessee gives?
I don't know for sure. I've heard different stories. I really don't know how much money they get.
Yeah,
but I know
right.
They get money. They get
so, are you supposed to
medical
pay
insurance.
for that money or in some way, or you're done with child support payments, or how does that go?
We pay child support.
Okay, yeah.
But it's part of that 3.3 billion trickles down to the foster family and for insurance and for other things.
Mm-hmm.
And I am thankful that my boys are being taken care of. I'm thankful for that. They're being fed. They are being taken care of. And I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
I do wish we could have communication or be more open or try to work this out as a family. Think this what's happened to our daughter. Grieve together, talk about it, whatever. Why all this, I don't know, but I appreciate, let me talk about this, because there has been a lot of, all the YouTubers that come out here at first, or the psychics and the crazy people that were here, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad for a really bad. And I don't know, is Mary still in your chat?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I think she has really painted a really, really corrupt picture of me. And I think she should tell the truth.
Well, there was another girl who came out on the labs about a week ago. I can't remember her name. I think it was like Rachel or something, and she's saying that you were doing that to her too now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's another girl who is going around on YouTube saying it's not just Mary, but Mary was there with the girl. I guess Mary knows who it is. I don't know, but yeah, Mary's in the chat, but I don't think anything much is happening with that Utah case anyways, right?
No.
So, So you
But
feel
I do
that
know that Mary lied like a dog. I do know that on me and painted me out to be this really super bad guy.
yeah. Yeah. But so you kind of wish that she just kept quiet about everything and did not go to you.
I wish she wouldn't lie. I wish she wouldn't lie. That's what I wish. Everything that she said about me was lies.
Yeah. Well, you've admitted to what you've done.
Well, you know, we were a step family that was brought together as little kids. They
Right.
done what they did. I did what I did. We made mistakes. They made mistakes. I made mistakes. We were little kids.
Mhm. Well, and you guys were little
But
kids that had
they want to act like,
you had an upbringing, from my understanding, where you were seeing things as children you shouldn't have been seeing.
well, yeah, all of us were. And they were you know, doing what they did too. I mean, you know, they were little kids that did whatever. They were all wrong too.
Yeah, but
They acted like they're all innocent. They acted all innocent and stuff like that.
well, what about Rachel though? Do you remember Rachel?
I don't know who that could possibly be.
Okay, one of Mary's friends as a child, I guess. And you would sometimes she would sleep in Mary's bed. She said sometimes she would sleep in Mary's bed and you would come in there and mess with her and you would think it was Mary maybe, but it was her.
I think it's lies. I think it's bullshit, and they're just keeping the bullshit going. That's what I think.
Yeah. She said she was also 5 when you started doing that to her. So.
I think it's all bullshit.
Yeah. You haven't seen that one then? It was like about a week ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, if it's on the blab.
Yeah,
you know,
the
whatever,
lab.
and if Mary's involved with her so-called friends and their evil agenda, it's all lies. It's all lies, and it's bullshit that she wants to keep going so she can be...
Oh, Rhonda.
Or whatever.
Not Rachel, Rhonda.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Don't know who that is.
I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah,
Hell, that's just like, ain't they all said that? I mean, holy crap. Anybody that's around Mary, ain't they all said some shit like that? I mean, holy crap.
so. Yeah, I think that might be true. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Mary can keep on, you know, with all her lies all she wants to. I don't know what she's trying to prove or what she's trying to do. But it's bullshit.
Yeah, so you haven't gotten nothing about this new victim, Rhonda.
I don't even know who she is.
Alright. Well, yeah, they would have to mail you something, right? Or call you or something, or I don't know how it works. I don't know.
It's all bullshit. It sounds like Chris McDonough's bullshit and Mary's bullshit games that they keep wanting to play.
Jeannie's friend.
Jeannie's friend.
Jeannie's friend, Rhonda. Does that ring a bell? Jeannie's friend, Rhonda? She would sleep in Jeannie's bed or Mary's bed sometimes, and you would think that it was one of your sisters, but really it was Rhonda.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know either. But that's what she said. I'm not saying that. That's what she said on the Labs channel. It's your cousin, I think. Do you have a cousin, Rhonda, by chance?
No. Well, I don't know why they're trying to paint this horrific picture of me like I'm some kind of a animal or something, molester or whatever, and keep going with this bullshit over and over and over, and why they get off on it or whatever. I mean, I don't understand it.
Oh, you know another rumor going around I wanted to ask you. Do you know how many... I can't remember if we talked about it or not, but it keeps going around. Did Candace be pregnant 7 times?
I don't know.
Do you know how many times she's been pregnant by chance?
I don't.
Okay. Well, when you hear those rumors, you can... Maybe she'll answer that. That's kind of more like a question for her anyway, you know?
It's just so much ridiculousness and bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know why they get off on all this hate and shit and bullshit. And,
Well, because they are...
You know, they're selling this shit, you know, the lab and Chris McDonough. They're selling all this gross shit. You know, trying.
Oh, with you and your sisters and stuff, you mean?
All that,
yeah.
All that shit.
That really ticks you off.
Well,
I think we should just ignore it then. You know? I mean, you don't even remember having... you have a cousin named Rhonda, or Jeannie has a cousin named Rhonda or something? So this girl just come out of nowhere and making stuff up on you?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got to think. Remember when Trish first come out, she said when this very first all happened, she was the first one that said that she was raped.
Oh.
And the times that she said it happened was impossible because I wasn't even there. So she was one of the first ones. And then I don't know how many, even the kids that said they were up here started that bullshit. You know, I think it's just a common thing that girls do, I guess. I don't know. I mean, holy cow.
What? No, girls don't just make up getting raped. That's crazy.
They don't?
Well, I mean, there is some Amber Heards in the world, but for the most part, no. Or I hope not. That'd be terrible. Ew, I don't even want to think about that. Do you think? I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well,
I'd say that's more uncommon than common, but perhaps you've been kind of set up by a few in your time. I don't know, you know. But there are some vindictive women out there. I mean, you know.
it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, if you're in a situation, I don't know. This isn't really where I wanted to go with all this crazy bullshit.
Yeah.
Didn't want to really talk about it. Don't want to think about it.
Yeah, it's a little... It's deep.
If they want to, you know, paint a picture of me as being this kind of a person, and they're all victims and innocent and beautiful, and they've done nothing wrong in their entire life. And every bad thing that's ever happened in their life is because of me.
Mm.
You know, if that makes them feel better about their themselves, that they're just 100% victims, they've done no wrong or whatever. I don't know. That's a picture they want to paint for themselves. whatever.
Yeah. Well, have you and Mary had any private conversations at all, or no?
Well, I talked to her a while back. When we talk, it's a whole different conversation.
Really?
I don't understand,
Like you guys get along fairly well when you're talking privately, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you and Jeannie? Is that her name? Jeannie? Yeah. Do you guys
Haven't talked to her.
haven't talked to Jeannie? Okay. Yeah. And you haven't talked to this new girl, Rhonda, or Trish, or... You haven't talked to any of them?
Trish.
You have talked to Trish? Oh, okay.
Trish once. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you've still got no word about all of that, so perhaps you can just leave that and just focus on summer.
I ain't worried about that bullshit.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that bullshit. If they want to go on hating, and I don't know what they're trying to prove, like I said, I don't get it. So where's all this going to lead? I mean, okay. I don't know.
Well, again, just focus on summer for now, and if you haven't heard anything about the Utah situation, just keep that at bay for now, and just focus on, some of the things you've been texting me that you're focusing on.
The funny thing about Mary, though, I will say this. Mary wants to go on and on and on. There's some things that I could bring up. There's a lot of shit that I could bring up.
Yeah, but you don't.
I could sit here and say all kinds of crap.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that. You've already admitted to the things you did.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, you don't have to do
I'm
that.
not going to. Yeah, I admitted, yeah, that I was a kid. They were kids. They done things. We all done things when we were kids. I'm not trying to say that it was right or what, but, heck, we were all little kids. They acted like they wanted to, they're just as guilty as I am.
Well,
they're not innocent. They are not innocent of anything. They were little kids too, They've done shit.
yeah, but we've been down that road, and
Yeah, this is ridiculous. But they want to use our tragedy and make up this bullshit on me so that they can be a tragedy pimp and say, I don't know what the hell, why it was. Just like all of these Karens or whatever that have, befriended Candace to become her friend so they can stab her in the back and say what a bad person she is or whatever. It's the same thing. It's the same MO. It's to gain popularity by, I'm a victim. This dude done this, and this. I mean, you're using our bad situation to make yourself a tragedy pimp or your YouTube channel or whatever. This is what Mary's doing and what all of them have done. It's the same damn thing. And it's bullshit. You know what? It's bullshit.
Well, do you feel that it has anything to do with your daughter missing? Yes or no?
Do I think what has to do with my daughter?
Anything that your sisters or any of the victims have come out and said, do you feel that any of it has to do with Summer missing?
They're not victims. They're not victims. They're not victims. There are no victims. Number one. There are no victims. If anything, I'm a victim. I'm a victim of their bullshit. I'm a victim of Chris McDonough's bullshit, and all these YouTubers' bullshit, and all these people, including my stepsisters. I'm a victim of their bullshit my entire life. They can fuck off. Sorry, I don't mean, I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm just so tired of their crap.
That's understandable.
I'm a victim of their bullshit. I'm the victim. Not only have we lost our daughter, but then they start all these lies and bullshit. You know, we're the victims. Me and my wife are. We're a victim of all the tragedy pimps and all this crazy drama and bullshit that come at us from the left and the right and every damn where else.
Right.
We're the victims.
I understand that's got you hot. I shouldn't have told you Mary was in the chat. But, well, listen.
Fuck Mary. She's a fucking lying bitch. Fuck her.
Well,
She's
hey
a
now.
lying bitch.
So, well, okay, but let's get back. Is anything they're saying have anything to do with Summer's disappearance?
That's crazy.
Okay, so then we don't have to.
That's a crazy question.
Well, no, I'm asking you with a purpose. Because if you say no, it doesn't, well, then that means we can leave it at bay and just focus on Summer. If you say yeah, it does, well, then worry about it. But it's a crazy question.
I think so.
Okay.
Does anything, all the lies and shit that my stepsisters come up with, have anything to do with Summer? Wow. So all their bullshit? I don't get the question. I'm not real clear on it.
What I'm asking is, because some people feel that what your sisters and the other victims have come out and said has nothing to do with your daughter's missing.
They're not victims. For number one, they're not victims.
Okay, so some people say that it has nothing to do with Summer's disappearance, and so I was just asking, do you feel like what they're saying has anything to do with Summer's disappearance? Because if not, just ignore it.
I don't know. I don't understand, because they didn't start this shit until after Summer disappeared. And we went on social media, and they started their attacks and their bullshit like they've always done.
Yeah.
And they've always.
But if it doesn't have nothing to do with your daughter's disappearance, then I think you should ignore it. Don't let it make you so angry, or people will think that what they're saying has something to do with your daughter's disappearance. But half the people think it doesn't have anything to do with her being missing, so why are they even talking right now? You know, that it's a distraction from your daughter missing. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, why would they? That's what I don't understand. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this?
I don't know. So you would say that it has nothing to do with Summer's disappearance, so just leave it alone. Don't let it get you so hot then. Right?
Well, that's some pretty serious bullshit they're saying, though. You know, if they were saying that about anybody, you'd get upset.
Well, yeah. And trust me, I've got male creators out there calling me a pedophile now. So I understand that's not great, right? Like, they're just saying shit to make up shit.
It's like it's like the worst thing that you can call somebody.
Yeah, that's exactly why they throw it around online.
Sort of devious things to little kids is pretty fucked up.
But that if it's not, well, if the victims are lying, then just ignore what they're saying and only focus on Summer's disappearance. That's it. That should make you more mad than what they're saying if they're lying.
Well, that's the thing. They've taken the focus off of Summer and put it on themselves all these years, and they're still doing it. You know, we turned to YouTube for help to help find our daughter, not to focus on Mary and Jeannie and all their bullshit.
Right. Do you know why they would come out after Summer's
Because
disappearance and
they're
say these
hateful,
things?
Because they're hateful bitches.
So they just wanted attention,
what they
basically.
do. That's what they do. Yeah.
Well, I'd say just focus on Summer then. Like you said, Utah hasn't been calling you.
I ain't worried about the bullshit lies.
When's the last time Utah's even tried to reach out to you for that? And
They never have.
what? Oh, really? So
No.
there's not enough proof, or
They never have.
they've never reached out to you?
Nope.
Well, there you go. So you, well, there you go. Then don't worry about it. Why are you so worried about them?
Mary's just on there running her mouth, lying
Well,
like crazy for sympathy or whatever. Chris McDonough's little YouTube game that he plays. If he was any type of cop at all, he wouldn't even be on YouTube. He'd be with the police force, wouldn't he? Or taking this stuff to the police, or whatever. He wouldn't be like on YouTube talking about it, or with the lab talking about it all the time. They'd be taken to the police. They wouldn't be on YouTube. That tells you right there, he ain't no type of cop. He's just a damn YouTuber. He ain't never solved the case or anything else, has he? In all his YouTube career, has he ever solved anything?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
No, he hasn't. Because the real cops are doing a job. They're not on YouTube.
Well,
They're not exploiting people's families and trying to discredit them and make them look bad and trying to make themselves look good. That's pretty sorry, underhanded crap.
yeah.
Real sorry.
Yeah, but that was long ago. You
I know
haven't
that.
dealt with Chris for a while now.
No. And how is any of that all help Summer?
I'm
or any
not
other
sure.
little kids or anything else?
I don't know. Not really. Did the Utah people visit you when you were in jail though?
No.
Oh. Some people thought that they heard you say that
I
before.
don't want to talk about Mary and Jeannie's bullshit.
Yeah. I
give
told
them-
you, just ignore it. Don't let it get you so hot. That's what people want of you. You know that.
Right.
So don't let it get to you. Just let them talk then and just kind of ignore it. Just pretend like you don't hear it and just focus on your daughter and deal with the police about your daughter and forget everything else. Haven't you done some parenting classes or anything? How's that going? Pretty good?
Yeah.
Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's good. Are you through with those, or you're gonna do some more, or not sure?
We're still we're working on things.
Yeah.
But I would like to say honestly, in all honesty, I'm the victim of Mary and Jeannie's bullshit. I'm the victim, not them.
Well,
That's all bullshit. What they're doing to me is they're attacking me. I'm a victim of their lies and bullshit.
yeah.
Okay? I don't want to go into detail. I don't want to talk about
That's
everything
Let's
or
not.
whatever. I'm not.
Well, I think it would be.
I was kind of put into a bad situation, you know.
I know. We discussed your childhood a little bit too, yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I would hopefully. I mean, gosh, dang. I wouldn't want one of my boys to grow up with some stepsisters. That's kind of scary. I'm not trying to think of that, but it's bullshit.
Well, just ignore it.
It's hard to ignore it. It's pretty serious allegation.
I know it, but it's not new.
Very serious.
I know.
It's very serious allegation, and they should be put in jail for doing shit like that. That's you know.
No, he does not know of Vern Gilbert or Sean Williams, and Candace doesn't know them either, right?
No.
Yeah, we went over that earlier, Rosie, but no, they don't know them. Well, Dawn, we can just ignore the victims that are speaking out and just focus on Summer's disappearance and just...
They're not victims.
Well,
they're
just
not victims.
talk to the law
They're
about
not
Summer's
victims.
case and ignore all that. That's what I say. Because if they're not reaching out to you about those victims, you shouldn't worry about it. They're
The only victim of their bullshit is me. I'm the victim of their bullshit.
Well, just ignore it. Can you?
Yeah.
I think that would be better to do because, yeah. So, especially if you don't think that anything they're saying has to do with Summer's disappearance. So what can we be doing for Summer's disappearance to be helpful 26 months in? What can we do to be helpful in Summer's disappearance and forget all the other garbage and all the stuff that the victims are saying? How can we focus on Summer now?
Not victims. I don't know that we can't do anything more than what everybody's been doing. Like I said, prayers probably the only thing that any of us can do. That's all I can do. I can try to do certain things and do what I can, but when it comes down to it, I mean, I'm mostly praying because that's all I can do. I had 2 kittens show up here.
Yeah. I know you said before, even if Summer's found, you think CPS would just take her anyway.
No. I mean, we don't know what would happen. I don't know.
You know, they gave me back to my mom like several times. Yeah, and they shouldn't have, but you know, they did. Like when I had my accident and was ran over, they gave me back to my mom for a little bit, but that got all fucked up again shortly after.
I don't
But
know. Yes, me though. It ought to show if Mary's hanging out with Chris McDonough and the lab, and she's going through with their bullshit. It ought to show what kind of person she is.
Yeah,
you know,
but we're ignoring that stuff.
I mean, that ought to show their integrity and what they're about.
Yeah, it shows to some. It does. I think it does.
I mean, honestly, you know, Chris McDonough has put on a fake cop show all these years, and I guess, you know, created a YouTube channel and done very good for his YouTube channel until he got wrapped up in this bullshit. And a lot of people seeing him for what he really is and what he really stands for, and the lab's right in there with him. and Mary is too. And that ought to show a lot right there. And I ain't gonna say no more after that about it.
Good. Yep. Good.
But
Well, yeah, some people say Chris locked up 3 innocent kids. Don't forget that.
exactly, yeah. We sit there and played all the same bullshit, just like, you know, the tragedy pimps and everything else. I mean, it's the same thing.
Chris McDonough's a tragedy
kid.
pimp. Sorry, that's
Pretty
funny.
much. Yeah. Chris McDonough, that's exactly what he is. He used our tragedy to get gain and make himself look like a super cop when he's actually a super dumbass. You know, like I said, he ain't solved that one case. What has he done?
I don't
What has he
know.
done? Except to lock up innocent people. He's locked up innocent people and caused chaos everywhere he goes.
Oh my God. Ain't
Look what
that
he's
the
done to
truth.
my stepsister Mary. Look how he's twisted my stepsister Mary's mind.
Whoa, he's not
Fucking
saying.
twisted her all the fuck around. She's dumb as fuck anyway.
You
Sorry,
think-
I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna take that back. I hope she's not. I hope she wakes the fuck up. That's what I hope she does. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
Well,
It's all
not
bullshit.
that.
But as far as summer,
So wait, hold on. Do you think
Whatever-
Chris
whatever-
McDonough is making your sisters and your cousin say this stuff? Or whoever Rhonda
he
is?
has been with him. He has been with him for a while, and they're doing the whole tragedy pimp thing.
So they would be
You know,
making it up
that's
after
all
talking to
Chris
him.
McDonough's.
Yeah?
Huh?
I
mean,
didn't,
that's
yeah.
what they've been doing.
Yeah. So you think Chris McDonough put those rumors in their head and had them say it for his content then? That
Well, he did admit to helping them. You know, yeah, he's been. How do you say the word I'm looking for? Of course, he's. Can't think of that word.
we're twisting some misunderstood
Yeah.
childhood stuff.
Well, yeah, you know, they got involved with the YouTube and backing up Chris McDonough. I mean, I don't know how they met or got involved with each other
Yeah.
or what. But it's just one lie piled on top of another, and it started with my niece with her bullshit, and all that was disproven because I wasn't even in the state at the time. So then they started with other crap, and went with this. They've been going with this bullshit for a while now, and believe me, I'm the victim of their bullshit.
Well, let's just focus on Summer, who is, in my opinion,
Well, it's important though too because
well, not if you're
They've been
saying
doing this
they're
stuff.
talking bullshit. It won't help find Summer. I
They've
want to
been-
focus on Summer, not that.
right, but they want you to focus on their bullshit.
But I don't want to. You know
I
that.
don't either, but I do want to defend myself. I do want to stand up for what's
Well,
right,
I understand that. Yeah.
and I'm not.
But do you think that's a good look when you've admitted to doing things?
Oh man, I admitted that me and my little stepsister, I admitted that we both did things.
Yeah.
But she won't admit her end of it. She wants to make it sound like she's a victim,
I know.
not a victim.
Well, let's get back to Summer for a few minutes before we say goodnight. But you were saying there's not much we can do right now for helping with Summer.
Oh, we've been trying to do everything in the world, you know. Everybody, you know.
Well, can I ask you a question?
You have been.
Yeah, so do you think that anyone that's been around Summer, not you, because I'm trying to think, why would your sisters wait till she was gone? Do you think it's possible that you say Candace chose the wrong friends, But do you think anyone would be around Summer that would do something bad to her sexually? She was...
Well, we wouldn't let her out of our sight.
Right.
She was never out of our sight.
It would have been you, Candace, or Candace's mom around at all times, right?
We never trusted anybody with Summer, never did. And like I said, we was thinking about letting her stay the night with her friend, but that never happened.
You didn't let that happen, right?
Well, she didn't get the chance. She disappeared before that. Someone took her before that. No, we didn't trust nobody with our kids.
Right.
We couldn't trust anybody that we could trust. Of course, we wanted breaks from them. We got 4 kids. We wanted some breaks from them here and there.
That's understandable, absolutely.
Thought about it.
Yeah.
We don't have no family here.
So there would be nobody around her that would be able to abuse her without your knowledge, is my question. Probably.
Hell no.
Okay.
We would not allow that.
And she would have told you if somebody touched her inappropriately?
Well, we never let her alone with anybody.
Yeah.
And, Candace took her eyes off of her for a few minutes.
Well, let's say even if, I don't know, someone got handsy maybe at the church while you guys were at church service, would Summer be the type of girl that would tell you that somebody did something to her?
Okay. Of course.
Yeah.
She would. I mean, she's only 5 years old.
Right.
She's only 5 years old, and when we went to church, she hung around the other kids pretty much, and there might be an adult woman or something with them or other trusted individuals with them. But mostly she would be with the girls her age.
Yeah. Did you trust your other children around her? Yeah.
Of course, we trusted them. They was,
they would watch her sometimes, yeah.
Well, of course. I got real close to her. They were like, all them kids
brothers and sisters.
hung out together. Exactly.
Yeah.
We trusted them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't let anybody watch children,
And for the people in the chat that are upset with tonight's discussion, I don't ever edit Don. Don gets to talk how he wants to talk without me telling him what he should say or editing him for my own narrative. I let him talk. If it's too much for you, just click off. I apologize. But yeah, I don't do that to Don. Don's allowed to be free to say whatever he wants, always with me. I don't edit him so that I can make him fit my narrative for my channel. That's not how it works over here. Yes, he's admitted that, yes, you took showers with Summer, but yeah, when she was a baby.
Well, I can't just stick a baby in the shower by herself and get burnt or something like that. What are you supposed to do if you got a small child that needs a bath? You do.
Well, I bathed with my children too, but after they were done breastfeeding, I stopped bathing with them, which is about 1 year old in my, I mean,
I've let Summer, I can't just, I've stuck them in the shower. Gosh damn, I don't know why people are making such a big deal of this shit.
I don't know, because it gets said, and then, now there's new people picking up on the case, so now they're asking questions, and, the vicious circle done.
Yeah. I just tried to make sure my kids were, I loved them, and I wanted to make sure that before they went to bed, that they were nice and clean, and so they could be in clean sheets and sleep comfortably and have a full belly, because I love my kids. And anybody who thinks any different than that, man, God, yeah, like I'm some kind of sicko. Thanks to my stepsisters and their bullshit. That's where all this shit stems from, and it pisses me off.
Oh, did they say that? Really? I don't even remember how that came about, but I remember it was said.
I don't know where. Well, all the sexual deviant bullshit comes from my stepsister's bullshit. Kristen Dunn is bullshit.
They said you showered with Summer?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't
I don't know
remember
where
either. Me neither. I don't know.
if I'm in the shower, you know, and my kids, they can't handle the handles and shit real good or whatever, and I'll be like, man, you want to jump in here real quick and get clean, you know?
Yeah.
It could be one of my boys or Summer. I mean, hell, they're my kids. I want them
No,
to,
not your boys. They were too old. You mean when they were
want
little?
them- Yeah, when they were little.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm not just going to let them in there and burn themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's times I'd stick them in there and rinse them off when I wouldn't be in there, but I would rinse them off or whatever because they got soda and candy and crap all in their freaking hair or whatever. Fucking ain't. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking motherfuckers ain't
Yeah.
gonna have no fucking kids out there or what? Holy shit. Shit's burning me the fuck up. Fucking people are fucking nasty minded, I'll say that.
Well, you know how people are.
Well, thanks to all the Karens out there with the super suspicious minds and the sexually deviant bullshit that comes from my stepsisters and fucking Chris McDonough's pathetic mind and all that shit. Thanks to all them freaking assholes. They can take all that shit and shove it straight up their ass. Especially my fucking stepsister Mary, lying bitch.
We don't need to go back there again.
Well, she's a lying bitch. Fuck her, a big time fucking Karen.
Just.
Oh, that shit is what it is.
All right. Well.
It is what it is.
You're upset about it again.
Yeah, I am upset.
Go back to Summer. What was Summer's favorite food to eat? Summer's favorite dinner.
But because they insinuate that I was sexually deviant with my fucking daughter, that pisses me off.
Done. What was Summer's favorite meal to eat for dinner?
Usually just whatever I cook. If I cook something or whatever, she liked to eat a lot of foods like I would eat.
What was her favorite thing you would cook for her? She probably had a different favorite from you and different favorite from Mom, right? What was her favorite that you would cook her?
Mashed potatoes and corn and vegetables. Just everything. Everything.
That sounds delish. I'm hungry. How was about the boys? What was their favorite meal to eat? Do you go hunting for venison or bear or anything?
Hell no.
Oh.
No. No, I'm always working.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I know that's right. I know that's true.
I don't have time to go hunting and do whatever. All this crazy stuff people come up with. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where these people get off of come up with this stuff.
Don't be pissed off.
But
yeah, he does always work. That's true. He doesn't got time for hunting. Thank you, Polly. Anything else on your mind about Summer?
No,
Not the
just
BS, just about Summer.
I'm just really pissed off at all the super Karens.
Super Karens?
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Do you know where your mother-in-law is now? Candace's mom is now in Wisconsin, or?
She's staying out of all the crap. I mean, she's already missing her daughter, and now she's missing a granddaughter, and all the YouTube drama and everything else. I mean, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Yeah.
It's way too much for me. It's bullshit. You know, I turned to social media for help. You know, and it turned into a damn nightmare. But and it still is a nightmare. And it's crazy. And I really wish I'll probably, have to disappear off it, I guess. Because YouTubers have done pretty much everything that they can do for some. But it's turned into a nightmare going after us, going after everybody else and everything. And it's just a freaking circus. And probably the smartest thing I can do is completely go off YouTube altogether.
Well, what do you think about YouTube and people coming together and getting Summer's face on billboards across 18 states? That's pretty good.
Who's all done that, though?
Oh, I can't even tell you. There's so many people, and it's been verified. People have driven out and taken pictures and video. She's on multiple different, about 17 or 18 billboards across 17 or 18 states or so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Real good.
Benny and Tiffany Marie started that all up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew about that or.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how all that, what anybody's done or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Last time I checked, it was 17 states that your daughter's face is on billboards right outside like airports and heavy trafficked areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. That's good from social media, don't you think? There's some good in there as well as bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's been some good. But for us, it's been mostly bad. All the way, it's been very bad for us.
Hmm.
I mean, on top of missing our daughter, we've been accused of everything in the world.
Right, but there might be a day where that will be cleared up, right? And people will apologize, and you have religion that I'm pretty sure you will forgive. You forgave me how many times? You will forgive others. I know how you are. People think you're this mean, hard man, but...
I really wish Mary would really tell the truth. That's one thing I wish.
But we don't need...
Well,
we can ignore that, though. We can ignore that for now, right?
Well, I mean...
Or people will start wondering why you're so, like, angry about this if it means nothing. That that's what people will put around, right? Why is Don so angry about this if it's all lies, right? You know how they work, what they'll say. And what would you say to those people?
Serious. That's just like, what would I say to them people? I don't know. I don't know right now.
Yeah.
She needs to tell the truth.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you get back. We'll talk some more tomorrow, but yeah, I want you to calm down, and also I'm kind of tired, so.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you should get some rest, but.
I'll get off of it.
Yeah, just leave it alone, Focus on Summer.
It's hard to leave it alone. Yeah, but you don't understand.
No, I know.
When people say stuff like that, it ruins your life. It ruins your life completely, all the way around. For somebody to say something so horrific about you, that completely destroys your life. Not only, we're missing our daughter, but now it's beyond that. It's way beyond that. Anyway, it's wrong.
Yeah.
It's very wrong.
Well. There's nothing we can do to change it. It's been put out there now. you know, and when that first happened, you admitted to some stuff, but now, you know, more people are coming out. And if you don't want it to be a distraction, don't focus on it. Don't let it get you so angry. I'm telling you, just focus on Summer. You said the police aren't talking to you about the Utah stuff. Ignore it then. If it's not a problem right now, just let it go. That's what I think you should do. I'm giving you advice as your friend.
It's not a problem, but I mean,
Yeah, he is a broken man. He is. He's definitely hurt. His sister came in here, Terry.
anyways, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate your prayers and appreciate what people are trying to do. I do.
Yeah, because there is some good out
For
there.
people caring, for people that actually, you know, that do care for Summer.
Look at the positive. Your daughter's face is being seen by new people because she is in many states right now. Her face, her name. And it is drawing new attention to her case. I think that's a good thing.
It is, but it's just, you know, it seems to me though, I mean, with her, with such national attention and everything like that, and, she's definitely hid away somewhere. That's for sure.
Yeah, she's got to be.
If somebody has her, they got her locked away or kept in a house somewhere under guard, or she's definitely lost her life. I mean,
What?
whether she's alive, what I'm saying is whether she's alive or whether she's dead, she's not a free American anymore. You know.
What? Don. Okay. Well, you can't think of all of... If you put all that on yourself of what if...
Well, I mean, well, no, you can't. The reality of it is she's not in good hands. I mean, it's not good.
Well, I hope you're wrong about that.
Well, I do too. But, I mean,
But you can't help but thinking that.
Well, they didn't come and take her to Disneyland.
Yeah. Well, what if it was just somebody who wanted a daughter who couldn't have a daughter? And maybe she is got a good life somewhere.
I suppose that's a remote possibility, but statistically speaking...
Statistically, yeah.
Statistically, it's gone down to 1% of ever seeing her again. Statistically, we have a 1% chance of ever seeing her alive again.
What? Is that what the law told you, though?
No.
Or are you reading that on the computer, or who told you that, Don? That can't be true.
That's a true statistic. After so much time, it drops down to 1%. I've ever seen that kid ever again. So that tells you right there they didn't just take it to, you know, I don't know. I mean, we hope. We keep hoping, but it's not good.
Yeah. Well, we got to keep some hope. Otherwise, people start to give up. And you don't want to forget. You don't want to give up. Do you? You don't want other people to give up, do you?
No.
No.
Oh, I'll never give up.
Good. Well, do you want to say anything before I end it to everyone in chat, 462 people?
No. Yeah, I don't know. I guess have a good night, and appreciate people trying, appreciate people that are trying to help us. And to all the Karens, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I know what to tell you, but...
You cannot help yourself, can you?
It just upsets me, I mean, it's very disturbing. The things that they come up with, and the drama, and all the hate stuff to build their channel on, because that's all they care about is themselves and their channel. So they're going to build this hate thing and create all this crazy drama just to build their channel. They're going to ruin somebody else's life just to make themselves look better.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that, I mean, that is
disgusting.
bad.
Yeah, it is. I'd say so.
It is disgusting. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I appreciate it, and I will defend you and Candace. Always.
Yeah, make sure you're standing up for her. That's good. But
I don't know what else to say about, it's just...
Well, I appreciate you, and you always let me ask you off-the-wall questions, and you answer them when you can. I'm sorry for the questions, but, it's out there, so I at least want to hear from the horse's mouth. You know how I am.
There's all kinds of crazy shit out there, though.
Yeah.
And it's all drama. Oh man, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words right now.
Have you
get off here and say
really quick? Have you thought about going on the news again and begging for Summer's safe return at all, or?
Kind of depends on how big of a YouTube drama channel.
No, not a channel, not a YouTube channel, like a news, like a real news on TV.
Right, and a lot of them act like YouTubers.
Oh, oh, for real?
That is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're going for the jugular.
Oh shit. Okay.
They do the same thing.
I've kind of been sensing a smear campaign in the news, like the recent stuff, especially News Nation. I feel like they kind of have it out for you and Candace.
Yes, they did. Yeah,
So.
They're one of them.
Yeah.
And
How
they
about
come
with
out
Ansley
crazy
Daniels? You like her?
Ansley's, she's, yeah, but even her, you get in the hot seat and they start asking all these crazy questions and stuff, and you don't quite know how to answer them. Mm-hmm. It gets awkward. It gets awkward real fast. Mm-hmm. And the News Nation's the type that would ask questions like the YouTuber would. Like, here's the dumbest question I've ever heard in my life.
What is it?
Okay. They might ask you, did you have anything to do with his daughter's disappearance? How the fuck are you supposed to answer that? Because they expect you to say, oh yeah, I did it. What the hell kind of question is that? No matter how you say no, it's like, dun dun dun.
Yeah.
It's the most pathetic question I've ever, and
for the
just goes to show that they're just after the drama and the dun dun dun.
Mm-hmm. The whatchamacallit. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's
like the wow factor of it, kind of the clout.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you don't really feel comfortable even with the news outlets right now. That's bad. That's sad. Wow.
Ansley's always, our local news station's always been really good. I still talk to Ansley every once in a while. But,
Have you thought about news sources not in the area then?
Do what now?
How about different news sources, like maybe like, I don't know, 60 Minutes or something like that?
Well, and there again, you know, they still have to go up to the drums because they got to keep people watching it. And it's
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's very heavily edited. Yeah.
So you become involved in putting yourself in a situation that you go through with it because you're doing it because of your daughter or whatever, but you're paying a heavy price.
Right.
Just like us going on YouTube, we paid a very heavy price.
Yeah.
And it's our own fault. We look stupid. We done stupid shit.
Do you feel that the Dr. Phil show went okay for you, though, and the behavioral panel went okay for you? Maybe you could talk to the behavioral panel again. They treated you well.
I've tried to get Candace to talk to him.
Oh.
But
still not comfortable.
I've done my interview with him.
Yeah.
We're the first case that they've had that they've all four agreed that we were innocent.
Really?
And then there was who was that other guy that played the pirate? What was his name? Oh gosh, he went through the divorce. Oh, what was his name? Oh my gosh.
I can't remember.
Famous movie star. He put well,
Courtney, come get Coco. I think she's opened the door a little. Sorry, my daughter's cat was trying to get outside.
Oh, you're good.
All right, well, let's call it a night for now.
Yep.
You've done
right,
good. I
bless.
appreciate you asking the questions. Sorry. But, you know, I appreciate you always, you answer whatever off the wall shit I ask you. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. You calm down. And thanks again.
I'm not worried.
All right.
I'm not worried. I just don't want people to believe I'm some kind of an animal that it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I love my kids, and I know my wife loves her kids. And for these people to try to turn us into monsters is bullshit.
Mhm.
Bullshit.
Right.
Anyways, I appreciate y'all. Good night, okay?
Yep, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night, Dawn.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. Well, y'all, again, sorry about some of it, but he had to get that out of his system. And again, I just let him do his thing. But is what it is. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank you, Dawn, for answering whatever, we bring to you, or answering the best you could, I guess. But thanks everyone for hanging out. Thank you for the Maria for the super sticker, and Polycene for the super sticker as well. I appreciate that, you guys. And yeah, well, I'm always most hated anyways. Love y'all. Bye.